Hey Bookish Babes, and welcome to my book nook.
We are monsters. We give and we take.
For those that are new around here, the name's Rainy. I read all types of books of all different genres, but I'm mainly into romantasy right now. If you're interested in that, like and subscribe to my channel down below. It really helps my channel grow. In today's video, we have the one with the TBR. I've been doing this TBR game since January of 2023, or actually, I think of 2022 possibly. So if you're interested in that, please go watch the first set of videos. But it has evolved over time. And I have come to you with one more evolution. Why, Randy, why? Long story short, I missed the prompts. I missed having fun prompts to pull for each one. But I'm still a mood reader at heart. And so I asked my friends in the besties chat what I could do to make it for mood reader friendly, but also have prompts. And they basically told me, commit to the prompts, don't commit to the books. So that you can switch out your books as you're going, right? And I think that's a fabulous way to bless Rainy. So basically what's going down is all of these, there's four main categories, which they used to be by genre. They're not anymore. Now they're by, there are by four categories that I picked that I'm still going to stick with. And so we have new to me authors, authors I've read from before, series, or anticipated reads / books I need to read, whether it's for a readathon, whether it's for a book club, like whatever it is, okay? And so that will help with that. Then I'm going to roll my dice like normal, and I'm going to see which number I get, and then the colors are for specific genres, except for orange used to be historical fiction / literary fic, and I have just learned that I have to be in a very specific mood for that. And so what I'm going to do is if I get an orange and I'm not feeling it, I'm going to skip. But if I skip that color, or if I skip any genre color specifically, then I'm going to have to add another book to the TBR, like another roll. That's what I've decided. So if I'm not feeling the book or the prompt, I have to add another one. Like switch it out and add another one. So with that being said, let's do our first roll out of 6. First, let's talk about February. The first book I was supposed to read was Crown of Oaths and Curses by J. Bree. I'm rolling that over to March. I am reading it still. It's for Cassidy's Backlist Book Club, and also I just want to read it, so I'm still going to read that. Then roll 2 was The Girl in 6E, and that's the second time I skipped it. I'm not in a thriller mood, so I'm not going to have read that. Then the third roll was One Dark Window by Rachel Gillick, and I'm currently in the middle of reading that, so I count that as a success, okay? I count that as a success. Then roll 4 was The Predator by Runix. Tell me why I didn't get to this. Tell me why, because I wanted to read it. Honestly, it's because of my own readathon. I didn't get to it. Neither did I get to The First Day of Spring by Nancy Tucker, because once again, it is a thriller, and I'm not in my thriller bag. As for Ashes of the Sun, I did start that. I am currently reading that, so I will also call that as a success. And then, after that, I did have a couple of book club reads that I was supposed to read. I was supposed to read The Ever King by L.J. Andrews for Tori's book club, and I did that. I was supposed to read Until the Stars Fall for Prosecco and Page's book club, and I did that, and I enjoyed both of those reads. And then I was supposed to read Opal and Nev, which I DNF'd for Leandra's vlog. I was supposed to read The Lost World, did not get to. I was supposed to read Caught Up, did not get to. And I am reading Magnolia Park's Long Way Home currently, and I did not get to The Invocations, along with other books. So, you know, I did half and half, okay? I did okay. But it was my readathon. I was reading other books. I'm not going to worry about this. However, I have a lot of books I got to read for Realmathon for my team because I am on Team Blood, okay? So let's see if I can make this game work for me. So, I'm going to roll, see what I get, and then get a prompt and see if we can make it all happen. So here is roll 1. So roll number 1 is a 45, which is over here, and it is which means it's a new to me author, but it is also freaking orange, which means it's historical or lit fic, which means I'm probably going to end up skipping it, and I'm going to have 7 rolls instead of 6. But let's just see what the prompt gods bless me with. Now I will say a lot of these are colored, but the colors don't matter. Like, they're just colorful for prompt sake, okay? So here we go. And I got... Are you kidding me? Read a book that is more than 500 pages. Actually, wait a minute! I have the perfect book! Oh my gosh, I have the perfect book! I'll be right back. I cannot believe this worked out because I was going to have to read this in March anyway, and it is A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. Now, do not, before you post in the comments your haterade, or don't read this, or give me crap for reading this, I don't care. I'm reading this with my friend Coda, and I have a bunch of friends that are in the Voxer chat with us just so they can listen to how much I probably will not like this book. And I'm reading 26 pages a day to get it done because it is just under 800 pages long. Did I make this a But anyway, I am scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared. And that's all I'm gonna say on this. But I'm gonna be reading this. It's a new to me author. It worked out fabulously. On to roll 2. So I rolled a 39 over here as well, which is another new to me author, but it is yellow, which means it's wild, which means it's my choice. I can pick any book that has to be a new to me author. So I'm gonna go pick a book that I wanted to read this month, and I will catch back with you in a minute. I'm so excited I got this onto the TBR, and it is also perfect for my team. So this is Feybound by Sarah L. Arafi, and I'm so excited to get to this. Now, for Team Blood, you had to read a book with a primarily red cover, and I've asked people, and they've said that more than 50% of the cover is red, so I'm going to count it. But I'm pretty sure, I can't remember whether I had to have an object or a person on the cover. If it's an object, I've got it. If it's a person, I don't, but like, I get points for it being red regardless. I'm so excited for this. All I know is it says it's about 2 elven sisters become imprisoned in the intoxicating world of the Fae, where danger and love lie in wait. And it's the beginning of a new trilogy. I know Jan from Jan Agaton absolutely loved this and was obsessed with it, and I'm so freaking excited to have it on the TBR! On to roll 2. Or on to roll 3. I have a Miss Wheezy on me as I film this. I forgot with Feybound to pull a prompt, and so hopefully the one that I picked works, or I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna literally cry. It worked out. It worked out. Maybe March is my month. Read a book recommended by a booktuber. Jan frickin' Agaton saves the day! Now on to roll 3. Okay, so roll 3 was 33, which means it is underneath a author that I've read from before, and it is blue, which means it's a fantasy, which means I could really tweak it to be like a fantasy romance. Hi. And so now, let's pull a prompt and see what else I have to make work with it. Read a book with a protagonist who is different from you, whether that's gender, ethnicity, sexuality, or ability. Okay, I think that's simple enough, honestly, because Fae are different than me, right? So let's go get a fantasy book. Now, I could be 100% wrong, but I'm pretty sure that she has magical powers, and so I'm going to count this book. And if it ends up not working, I will switch out the book. But that is Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole, because this is a fantasy book. It's also a fantasy romance book. And I'm pretty sure I'm reading it for Tori's book club this month anyway. But I've been really, really excited to read this as of late. And all I know is it says, when old secrets catch fire, everything will burn. In a mortal world colonized by the gods and ruled by the Descended, their cruel magic-wielding offspring, DM Bellator yearns to escape the insular life of her poor village. Her mother's sudden disappearance and the discovery of a dangerous secret about her past offer DM an unexpected opportunity to enter the dark world of Descended royalty and unlock the web of mysteries her mother left behind. With the dying king's handsome, mysterious heir watching her every move and a ruthless rebel alliance recruiting her to join the growing civil war, DM will have to navigate the unwritten rules of love, power, and politics in order to save her family and all of mortal kind. This sounds fantastic. I'm telling you, the TBR gods are blessing me this round. They really are. This is killer. Killer. All right, on to roll 4. So roll number 4 was 22, which is down here at the bottom. You can't see it, but it's right underneath on series, and it needs to be pink. It's a romance. So I have to have a series, a romance, part of a series, and I also need, let's see. Wow, that's doing me dirty. Read the book that's got the lowest average rating in your TBR on Goodreads. Okay, let's go see what the lowest rated romance book is on my TBR on Goodreads. Okay, so I put this on, and there's a book that I see that I was going to do a vlog for my friend, and so I'm going to skip that one because it's a 3.19. It's called Flameseeker, but I'm skipping that. And then I'm skipping The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreaking Magic because it's technically a fantasy romance, but like it's a witchy book and it's not witchy season. Oh, that's sad. Never by Jessa Hastings is a 3.25. Y'all, this be my queen, my Magnolia Park's queen, and you be doing her dirty. I guess I'm reading this next month. I'm actually really excited that this made it to the TBR. And it is going to be a series. It's the first book in a series. I'm a little scared. I'm definitely scared because I've not heard great things about this book. But I gotta love Miss Jessa. I gotta love her well. On to roll 5. Oh, roll 5 was 41, which is over here under the either anticipated books or books that I have to read. And it is a thriller though. And I'm not sure if I'm in a thriller mood. So it will depend on what prompt I get as well. Read a book with a map. Thrillers don't have maps, so we're gonna have to put that back. Read a book with a trope you love. I don't know if there's a trope, that I love for thriller. And is there a book that like I have to read or an anticipated thriller? I'm not gonna lie. I'm just not in my thriller mood right now, so I'm going to skip this prompt, which means I have to read 7 books now. So we're gonna skip this one, and we're gonna go again for roll 5. Then we got 34 for our second roll for roll 5, which is under new to me author, and it is a wild, so it is a book of my choice once again. Thank goodness. And we're going to pull a prompt. Read a book that you bought purely because of the cover. I can easily do that. Let me go pick a book that I bought because of the cover. So we're going to go a little dark. We're going to go with Bloody Heart by Sophie Lark. Of course I bought these because of the sexy men on the covers. Like, I literally bought these from being out of print, okay? Like, this is a signed edition and everything. And I'm supposed to be finishing the rest of the Brutal Birthright series this year, and this is book number 4. Now, I will say I'm pretty sure there's an accidental baby trope in this, and I'm not sure how it's going to be done, if I'm going to appreciate it or not. But we will see. On to roll 6. So, roll number 6 was 14, which is over here. It is a yellow underneath series, and it is my choice! Oh my gosh. I don't know what I did to deserve this TBR this month. I don't know what I did to deserve, but the prompt that goes with it is, ooh, okay. Read a backlist book of a favorite author of yours, and it has to be from a series. So, it doesn't have to be, it could be a series that I'm already in the middle of, or it could be a backlist book. Okay. Let me think on that real quick. I guess my question there is, what is considered backlist? Is it just not the newest book? What's considered backlist? Let me check. Actually, that came to mind pretty easily because I'm supposed to be reading this with Neva and Kelsey because we're finally finishing this series. And that is Crown of Midnight, which is the second book in the Throne of Glass series by SJM. And this has been out for like at least 10 years at this point. And I really was enjoying this series, but we just stopped reading it. And so we all decided we're going to start reading it again. So this is our book for March. And none of us have started it yet. We actually started on the 24th technically, but nobody has started. And I can't really say anything about it because it's book 2 in the series, but it is a backlist book and she is a favorite author. So here we go. All right, on to the light. No. On to roll 7 because we had to add a book because I skipped, and then lightning round for friends. Okay, so I got 38 for roll 7, which is under new to me author, and it is blue, which means it's supposed to be a fantasy. Loving that because I have so much fantasy I need to read right now. And I'm also going to be reading a chunky book. A chunky book. Fabulous. Let's go get a chunky fantasy book. This book isn't chunky. I don't know what is. Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare, which it is at least 600 pages. And it is perfect because it is a red cover for Team Blood and it has objects on the cover. I just don't know if it needs to be people or not. So I'm hoping that we are objects and not people, but you know, you never know. Anyway, I don't know much about this, but it says, welcome to an all-new fantasy world. Forbidden love, dangerous magic, and a secret that could break the kingdom. Let the Chronicles of Castellane begin. So stoked for this bad boy. All right, now on to Friends Lightning Round. So if you're new around here, I take a friend's question. There's 5 questions on here. I have to get 3 of them right within 30 seconds in order to not have to add another book to my TBR or actually spin the colorful wheel, which gives me other prompts over here. And so we're going to see. I have not watched Friends recently, so this is probably going to fail extra badly, but we'll see. 3, 2, 1, begin. Okay. Who offers a home for Rachel's $1,000 cat? Oh, God. Gunther. Rachel buys a cat. What is its most distinguishable feature? It's a hairless cat. In Las Vegas, what freak show worthy discovery does Joey make? I don't know. What does Ross use as a makeshift engagement ring for Emily? His earring. While in Las Vegas, where did the friends stay? Viva Las Vegas? No. Monte Carlo? I don't know. All right, let's see. Gunther. It's hairless. Oh, he finds his identical hand twin. I totally forgot about that. His earring and Caesar's palace. I got 3 right, so I don't have to do another roll. Another roll. Oh yeah. This is probably the most exciting stack I've ever had in my life for a TBR game. This is the most exciting stack I've ever had for any TBR. I am genuinely excited for every single book on this stack. Oh my gosh! Now let's talk about just a few other books that are on the docket for this month. Whether I'm going to see if they work for Realmathon, I'm just going to see. They're basically books that I was going to read this month for like vlogs and stuff. 2 romance books that I'm not going to share because they are for a vlog, but there are at least 2 romance books that I'm going to be reading. I also wanted to read for this month. I'm also probably most likely reading Sparks of the Everflame for Tori's book club. I don't know what we're reading for Prosecco and Paige's book club yet, but I want to do a fan row vlog every month, and I'm going to read Faybound for that. I'm going to read Spark of the Everflame. I was going to plan on reading A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jansen, which I got the Barnes & Noble special edition, and it's on its way to me right now. So I'm going to be reading that. I don't know exactly what that book is about, but it looks really good, and I've always wanted to try Danielle L. Jensen. I've never read The Bridge Kingdom before, so like we're gonna start our way with that. I also have just really been wanting to read this, and I know it was a past book for Tori's book club, and I just didn't get to it, and so I want to read Blood and Steel by Helen Schurer, and I also want to read Slaying the Shadow Shifter Prince, or Shadow Prince, or whatever it is that she wrote as well, because I'm pretty sure they're interconnected standalones, and so I plan on reading both of them, and I'm very excited for that. All I know is that it says a lot in here, but basically it's the gripping first book in this heart-pounding epic romantic fantasy series, The Legends of Desmar. And so I am excited. It is a little bit of a chunky book. Actually, it's not even that chunky. It's less than 500 pages, so it's not that chunky. But I'm just in my fantasy romance bag, okay? So this is going to be added to the TBR. Another book that I'm going to be reading for a specific vlog, and I'm not going to tell you what the vlog is, but I'm going to see if you can guess based off this one book, is Ripe by Sarah Rose Etter. Now, it is a red cover for Blood for Team Realmathon. But all I know about this book, and I don't know a lot, is it's a surreal novel about a woman in Silicon Valley who must decide how much she's willing to give up for success. I know that Jan really loved this book. It's short. It's like less than 260 pages, and so I should hopefully be able to knock this out like super quickly. Now, I am reading one thriller in March, and actually this could have worked and I wouldn't have had to skip a roll, but I forgot about it, so it's fine. It's fine. I already filmed. And that is The Fury by Alex Michaelides, and I'm reading this for Gabby's book club, and I'm also reading it for Boogeyman, so I have to read it. However, I am a little bit sad or scared because a lot of people have been saying they don't like this book, and I loved The Silent Patient by this man. Favorite thriller of all time. Hated The Maidens. So this is like his redeeming moment, okay? So we're going to see if he can bounce back from this or not. That is all of the books that I am going to post on this TBR. There are other book clubs that I'm a part of, but like I'm not committing to anything, like, and I already have a bunch of books that I have to read, and so I'm going to commit to these ones. There are other ones on the TBR, but like they're a secret for vlogs and videos and things, and I just want to read as much as I can for Realmathon and whatnot. So I'm very excited about this stack. I cannot believe that the TBR gods blessed me that well for this month. And with that, I will see you in a video very, very soon because I have a fan row vlog coming at you soon. If you got to the end of this one, let's leave a fruit emoji, any fruit of your choice for Ripe, because I just thought of a fruit emoji. And let me know a book that you are reading for March. And if you're in Realmathon, let me know what team you're on. Team Blood, baby. Team Blood. And with that, I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Bye.